field due to electric current.
Good morning, student. Today we have to find out the equation of Biot-Savart law. This Biot-Savart law is utilized for to obtain the value of magnetic field due to the current flowing through the conductor or wire. Right? For that, first of here we want to see the one of the arbitrary shape of conductor. See here. Suppose that if we consider this will be the arbitrary shape conductor, right? Suppose this will be the one of the conductor. Through this conductor, current is flow. Now here current is flow along this direction. Then, first of here, Biot-Savart. Biot-Savart is the name of the scientist. This Biot-Savart, first of you consider the one of the small element of this. Suppose this will be the one of the element of this conductor. Suppose there the length of that element is dl. Then the direction of this element vector is just like along this direction, right? And the value of this one is there. Simply first of here we want to multiplying by I, and now this will be the vector dl, right? Here through this conductor I amount of current is flow. It means that through the small elements also the I amount of current is flow. And now due to this current here, suppose here if we consider this with the point is P. At point P, how much amount of magnetic field is produced by this element, we want to find out that, right? So first of here, the distance of point P from this element, suppose that distance is there r, and the angle between the line joins here, the angle between the line joins the point P and this element, direction of this element, suppose that angle is there at theta, right? Then using the Biot-Savart law, we want to find out the value of magnetic induction at point P. So the statement of the Biot-Savart law is, what is it there? The magnetic induction at a point due to the small element which is directly proportional to the current flowing through that element, right? Second one, which is directly proportional to the length of that element in terms of the magnitude, right? So dB is directly proportional to the dl. Again, which is directly proportional to the sine of angle between the line joins the point P and the element, right? So what you get there? This will be the sine theta, and this magnetic induction, which is inversely proportional to the square of distance between the element and point. So what you get there? 1 upon r square. So this will be the statement of the Biot-Savart law. Then in combined form, which is written as dB, which is directly proportional to the I, then dl, then sine theta upon simply r square, right? Here proportion to sine, we want to avoid that, right? So here dB, which is equal to the, then Biot-Savart takes the one of the constant. So suppose that constant is there k. K is the proportionality constant. So what we get there? I dl sine theta upon r square. right? But here, from the number of experiments, the value of k finding by the Biot-Savart. So the value of k is, but k which is equal to the mu 0 upon 4 pi. Here, mu 0 is the permeability of a free space. It means that this magnetic induction, which also depends on the permeability of a free space. Now, we want to substitute this value here. So, what we get there? dB, which is equal to the, here, mu 0 upon 4 pi, then I dl sin theta
electric
upon
field.
simply r square. Right? Here, we write this equation in terms of the vectors also. So what we get there? Vector dB, which is equal to the mu 0 upon 4 pi is as it is. Right? Here I, and now here this will be the vector dl. Right? And now here we want to take the one of the unit vector r. Here the direction of this unit vector is along the r. So what we get there? Upon r square. But we know the value of unit vector. But unit vector r, which is equal to the vector r upon magnitude of vector r. That is vector r upon simply r. Now substitute this one. So what we get there? dB, which is equal to the mu 0 upon 4 pi. Then what we get there? This I dl cross vector r upon, here what we get there? One of the r from this unit vector, and already here r square is present. So r square into the r is there? R cube. So we write here r cube. Right? And now this will be the statement of the Biot-Savart law. Right? It means that this much amount of magnetic field is produced at point P due to the small element. Right? And suppose here, if we want to find out the total magnetic field at point P due to the whole conductor, then here we want to take the summation or integration of this equation. Right? So this is about the Biot-Savart law. Again here we get the k, which is equal to the mu 0 upon 4 pi. Here mu 0 is the permeability of the free space, and the value of this mu 0 is here mu 0, which is equal to the 4 pi into the 10 raised to minus 7. Right? What we get there? Tesla meter per ampere. Right? And again here, suppose if we substitute the value of pi, then which is equal to the 1.26 into the 10 raised to minus 6 Tesla meter per ampere. So this will be the value of mu 0. And mu 0 is the permeability of the free space. Right? See all the equations once. The application of Biot-Savart law. That is, we want to find out the value of magnetic field or magnetic induction due to the current flowing through the infinitely long straight conductor. But in that, we want to solve the one of the integration. Here, integration is I, which is equal to the integration over 0 to infinite of dl upon L square plus R square raised to the 3 by 2. We want to solve this one. For that, we want to substitute here L, which is equal to the R tan theta, and therefore dl, which is equal to the R sec square theta d theta. It means that here we differentiate this L, right, with respect to the theta. So that's why R tan theta, the differentiation of R tan theta is nothing but the R sec square theta d theta. So due to that, what happened? This limits which is also changes, right? When L which is equal to the 0, then the value of tan theta which is equal to the 0. See here, if we substitute L equal to the 0, then tan theta which is also 0, right? Then at that time the value of theta which is equal to the 0. When we substitute the L which is equal to the infinite, then tan theta which is also infinite. And this is possible only when if the value of theta which is equal to the pi by 2. Right? Now we want to substitute this limit here. So what we get there? I which is equal to the integration from 0 to pi by 2, then r sec square theta d theta upon r cube into the tan square theta plus 1 raised to the 3 by 2. Here we substitute these values in this equation. So we get this one. Right? So here what happened? R, and now this will be the r cube. So from that one r get cancelled. So here what we get at denominator? Simply r square. Now this sec square theta d theta upon what we get here? We know the mathematical identity. 1 plus tan square theta which is equal to the sec square theta. Right? We want to substitute instead of this bracket, we substitute the sec square theta. So what we get there? When we substitute this one, so what we get there? Sec cube theta. Because of now these two get cancelled, simply here we get the sec cube theta. But again here at numerator what we get there? Sec square theta, and at denominator what we get there? Sec cube theta. So from that 2 get cancelled. Simply here we get the 1 upon sec theta into the d theta. But we know that the reciprocal of sec theta is nothing but the cos theta. Right? We want to substitute that. So what we get there? Here I which is equal to the 1 upon r square. So integration from limit 0 to pi by 2 cos theta into the d theta. But we know the integration of cos theta is sin theta. Right? So here what we get there? Sin theta. So limit from 0 to pi by 2. So this will be the upper limit, this will be the lower limit. Now we want to substitute this limit. So here what we get there? This 1 upon r square is as it is. Then sin pi by 2. And sin pi by 2 is nothing but the sin 90, and the value of sin 90 is 1. Right? Minus, we want to substitute the lower limit, that is sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. So that's why what we get there? 1 upon r square inside the bracket 1 minus 0. But 1 minus 0 is nothing but the simply 1. So what we get there finally here? I which is equal to the 1 upon r square. Right? So here the value of this integration is simply 1 upon r square. Right? And now we want to use this value for the next equation. See all the equations here. See here.